Charles, wonderful analysis of that play. I wonder, given the other thing that's going on right now with the other book, your book and the other book, I'll call it, if James Shapiro was here with us right in the front row, what would you say to him about imagination vis-a-vis what you have just said about this play? And you used the word imagination several times in your talk.
Yes. Well, I would say to him that I believe that he has confused imagination and fantasy, and that imagination doesn't come from nowhere. You know, it comes from your soul life. So there are real reasons why an author chooses certain themes, why his imagination latches onto them. And I would say it's very dangerous what he said in his book, that the more an author is able to remove himself from his works, the greater his imagination. Yeah. He actually says it demeans a play like Hamlet. Think of it as autobiographical. Then you have to get rid of most of the great literature, you know, of the Western canon. You know, Joseph Conrad spent 16 years in the Merchant Navy, captained a steam packet down the Congo. You know, out of that, his experiences came the Heart of Darkness. Well, according to Shapiro, he should have stayed home. And as I was saying a couple of days ago, that, you know, if I write a story about 12 pink elephants on the moon, that is fantasy. It's not imagination. We live in a culture saturated by fantasy, and people have lost that distinction. And I see it through the lens of painting. You know, an artist sets up his easel in front of a landscape or a figure. He paints what's in front of him, but he gives that symbolic depth. And that's what a writer does with his experiences. He gives them symbolic depth. He digs down to that mythic substratum of the soul. And so I think that imagination, true imagination, can only, you know, deepen a work of art. But as Bill pointed out, this term imagination has now become Shapiro's substitute for what Stratfordians all used to call genius. It's the same. Has exactly the same meaning. It's synonymous with genius. Imagination. Ooh, yes, just pluck it from there. Yeah. So it's a magical force, and it's beguiling to those who don't really think about these things.